All right, imagine this. Somewhere in a high-tech lab, a group of scientists are working on something that sounds straight out of science fiction, bringing the dead back to life. Not in a spooky zombie way, don't worry, but using science so advanced, it almost feels like magic. I'm talking about what some call the resurrection machine. Sounds wild, right? Let's break down what's really going on here. So, the idea of bringing someone back from the dead isn't entirely new. For centuries, humans have been obsessed with immortality. But now, scientists are using cutting-edge tech to make it, well, at least a little bit real. Let's start with something called suspended animation. Basically, doctors cool down a person's body until their heartbeat and brain activity are almost zero. It's like hitting the pause button on life. This gives surgeons precious extra hours to fix things that would otherwise be fatal, like massive injuries or heart attacks. Once the repairs are done, they slowly warm the patient up, hoping everything comes back online. And believe it or not, people have survived this. They've literally come back from the dead, but that's not all. Another fascinating idea is reanimating organs. Scientists are experimenting with special machines that pump oxygen-rich fluid through the organs of someone who's just died, sometimes bringing them back to working order. This is huge for organ transplants. Imagine being able to save more lives by keeping organs usable for longer. Now, the big question. Can we actually bring a whole person back from the dead, like in the movies? Well, not quite. Science has its limits. Once brain cells die, there's no coming back, at least not yet, but researchers are making tiny steps, reviving brain activity in animals minutes, even hours after death. Some labs are working on neural preservation, freezing brains, in the hope that future tech might one day reboot them, memories and all. It's called cryonics, and it's both controversial and mind-blowing. But here's the thing, every breakthrough creates more questions. If we could bring someone back, should we? What happens to our sense of self? Where does life end and death begin? For now, these are questions best left to philosophers. But the scientists aren't slowing down. So next time you hear about the resurrection machine, remember, it's not just about horror movies or wild headlines. It's about using science to push the boundaries of what's possible, saving lives, and maybe, just maybe, outsmarting death itself. Stay curious, and who knows? Maybe in our lifetime, the line between life and death will get just a little bit blurrier.